Hey guys, welcome back or welcome to my YouTube channel. It's Tovae.Naturally and I'm back again with another video. So as you guys can see from the title, today I will be telling you guys some easy tips to follow to grow long, beautiful, healthy hair. So before I start giving you guys the tips, I'm just going to show you guys how long my hair is so you guys can see like my tips are actually really helpful, at least for me. So I'm just going to share the tips that I use for myself with you guys and hopefully they will work for you all. So my hair is freshly washed, by the way. So from the front it goes all the way down to my side. So while I give you guys the tips on how to grow your hair, I will also be doing my wash and go right in front of you guys. So I won't just be talking, but I'll actually be doing my hair. For today's wash and go, I will be using the Mielle pomegranate and honey curl smoothie and their pomegranate and honey coil sculpting custard. I might also add my Wetline Xtreme Gel afterwards just to give it some hold, but I will be starting off with these products first. So tip number one to growing your hair: deep conditioning. If you don't know what a deep conditioner is, it's basically a hair mask. That's another word for it. You can call it a hair mask, and there's different types of hair mask. There's protein mask and there's moisturizing mask, as well as like combination, like both for both protein and moisture. So yeah, I deep condition every week whenever I wash my hair, or every 2 weeks. You should never go over 2 weeks without doing a deep conditioning treatment. This is what the coil sculpting custard looks like, by the way. It is very slimy and it makes my hair super soft. It also has a hole to it and gives my hair definition, but it's not like a really strong hole, so I like to add gel to my hair afterwards. But it makes my hair really moisturized as well. So you guys can see my hair looks very juicy and beautiful. I'm gonna actually add some of my Wetline Xtreme Gel, not too much, literally just a tad, because the Wetline Xtreme Gel is really strong, so it will like make my hair really like crispy, so I don't want to add too much. Okay guys, so tip number 2 is to know what your hair loves. So when I say know what your hair loves, for example, for me, my hair does not like protein, so I have to stay away from using products with too much protein. So you have to find out like what your hair likes and what your hair doesn't like, so you can stay away from those ingredients that your hair doesn't like. If your hair doesn't like sulfates, parabens, silicones, protein, glycerin, just know like, does your hair like these ingredients? If they don't, stay away from them. But you should definitely be staying away from silicone for sure, sulfates, parabens, because those can dry out your hair and they're just not healthy for your hair. So yeah, for me, why my hair doesn't like protein dries out my hair, leaves my hair looking really brittle, so I stay away from protein. Know what your hair loves and make sure that you're giving your hair the right treatment. I always say this in my videos, like, if you're not giving love to your hair, how do you expect your hair to flourish? So a tip that I would say is you can do a protein treatment, because I spoke about deep conditioning mask and I said a protein mask is a deep conditioning mask. So you can do a protein treatment like once a month, and then for the other 3 weeks you use a moisturizing deep conditioner. So that kind of balances it out. The protein really helps with hair growth, by the way. I remember when I first started my hair journey, I was doing a lot of protein mask, a lot of protein treatments, and my hair was growing like crazy, but my hair was also getting super dry and frizzy, and it just did not look good. So do a protein treatment once a month to help with hair growth, and moisturizing treatments for the other weeks to help with, of course, moisture and definition. So the next tip that I will give you guys is to make sure you are massaging your scalp. So when I say massaging your scalp, you're doing like that very often. So if you have a hair growth oil, that's another tip. Use hair growth oils or just any type of oil to massage your scalp. When you massage your scalp, that basically helps the blood to flow, and blood flow will obviously help with hair growth. So massaging your scalp at least every 3 days. For me, I massage my scalp every week, but I'm trying to massage my scalp more often. So I massage my scalp whenever I wash my hair with a hair growth oil. I will show that to you guys in a second. But massaging your scalp really helps with stimulating that blood flow, and that really helps with growing your hair. Guys, I also want to say, whenever you are shampooing your hair, you should be scrubbing the roots of your hair. Like, don't just smooth the shampoo throughout your hair, and don't like scrub your whole head. Like, you should be doing section by section. So like, if you have long thick hair like me, do like 4 sections, and make sure that when you're shampooing, you're scrubbing your roots. That also increases blood flow and helps with hair growth, and it also keeps your roots clean so that your hair can grow, and there's nothing blocking that hair cuticle from growing. So make sure your hair is clean. Wash your hair every week or every 2 weeks and scrub those roots, and just show a lot of love to your hair. Okay, y'all, so I'm finished with this side of my hair. Now I'm gonna show you guys a hair growth oil that I use. So this is the Tovae hair growth oil. I will put the name right here where you can get it. I got it from an Instagram site. I actually got this sent to me, and I've been using it like ever since it was delivered because it's just so good. This is made with avocado oil, castor oil, coconut oil, and peppermint oil. So castor oil, this has castor oil in it, and that's a really good oil for hair growth. So that's another tip. Use some castor oil. Like Jamaican black castor oil is really good. So I suggest you guys, you know, put some of that in your hair, and your hair will be growing like crazy. But also, castor oil makes your hair thick, so your hair will be growing, but it will also be growing like long and thick. So if you have thin hair, castor oil can help to make your hair thicker. So putting oil in your hair after applying products also helps to seal in the moisture. So all the moisture from the products that I just used will be sealed in with the oil. The next tip I have for you guys is to do low manipulation styles on your hair. It simply means that you're not doing too much to your hair. For example, if you're doing like styles that are super tight, like for example, if you get braids that are super tight, they will literally pull your hair out. So stay away from styles that are too tight, and try to stick to low manipulation styles. So if you know me, you know that like when it comes onto my hair, like whenever I wash my hair, I like to just leave it out. So I wash my hair, I do the wash and go, and I leave my hair out. I let it breathe, I let it be free, I let it just do its thing on its own in its natural state. And then after my hair gets like, you know, messy, like after 3 days of having it out, then I would like probably put my hair up in a high puff. But whenever you guys do high puffs, do not do them too tight, because if you do it too tight, your edges can get, you know, pulled back. So don't do your high puffs too tight. So just stay away from tight hairstyles. I also do sleeked back ponytails. I don't suggest doing sleek back ponytails a lot, but I tend to do it like whenever my hair gets like, whenever my wash and go gets old, the only thing is that whenever I do my sleek back ponytail, I make sure that like it's not in for too long and it's not too tight, so my hair isn't pulled back, like my edges aren't pulled back too much. Also, you guys can do protective styles. So protective styles are like doing mini twists in your hair. If you guys follow me on Instagram, or if you're subscribed to me on here, you should probably know that I did some mini twists like probably 3 weeks ago, and I did a twist out. So doing twist outs, braid outs are really good for your hair. I realized that when I kept my twist in for a week, I saw the roots of my hair growing, and I was just like really happy about that. Like the fact that I kept these twists in. I applied my hair growth oil to my roots and my hair was growing. So I suggest, if you're staying home, like if you know you're gonna be home for a long period of time and you're not doing anything, do some twists in your hair. Like I promise you, your hair will stay moisturized. That's another benefit of twist outs. Your hair will be more moisturized than usual because your hair is like, you know, locked in to the twist and it's not exposed to the environment. When your hair is exposed to the environment, your hair tends to dry out faster, so twist really helps with keeping moisture in. And braids. Okay y'all, the next tip that I have for you is to know your hair's porosity. So there are two types of hair porosities. There's low porosity and there's high porosity. So I have low porosity hair, and that means that my hair loves warm water or just warm temperatures, because with warm water and warm temperatures my cuticles open up to let moisture in. So usually my cuticles are always like tight and closed and it doesn't really let anything in, so it's hard for me to get moisture in my hair. So in order for me to get the moisture in, I have to use warm water in the shower, or if I'm using a spray bottle, I have to make sure that the water in the spray bottle is warm so my cuticles can open up and let the moisture in. And then of course, if I go into like room temperature or cold temperature, my cuticles will close and keep that moisture that I put in it, it will keep it in. So yeah, that's what low porosity means. It's hard to get moisture in, but once you get that moisture in, you'll be fine. If you guys are still confused about hair porosity and how to know your hair porosity, I can link a really good video for you guys in the description down below. Basically giving out a free promotion right now. Well, not promotion, but free shout out. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, you can also comment down below and I will be happy to help you guys. But the main goal of knowing your hair porosity is so you can know how to treat your hair and how to show love to your hair, because of course when you show love to your hair, it will flourish. The second to last tip is to be aware of what you're using to detangle your hair. So some brushes, like, they can tear your hair, and when you're breaking your hair, of course your hair is not gonna be showing growth. So your hair probably grew, but then you used a brush that's or a fine tooth comb that's just not good for detangling, and that's just gonna break your hair and take away the growth that was there. So do not use fine tooth combs for natural hair, guys. Like, do not use a fine tooth comb. Whenever you're detangling, I suggest using a wide tooth comb. That helps with less breakage. Also, you can use a brush that's good for your hair. So I suggest experimenting and try to find out what brush your hair likes. For me personally, I do not use brushes at all. I do not like using brushes. I use brushes sometimes, like when my hair is really tangled, but for the most part I use my fingers to finger detangle almost all the time. You guys will see me here and there using a brush for my hair, but it's very rare. So finger detangling just helps me to have less breakage. My hair likes finger detangling. I had to find that out because after using brushes on my hair, I realized my hair was getting really frizzy. My hair was just not reacting well to any brush that I used. My roots would get like really puffy whenever I use brushes, so I stay away from brushes and I finger detangle to keep my curl pattern and to keep my hair from getting frizzy, as well as preventing breakage. I hate when my hair breaks. So yeah. Also, please, I hate when I see people doing this. Do not brush your hair when it's dry. When your hair is dry, it's more prone to breaking, so do not ever brush your hair when it's dry. Spray some water on it, make sure your hair is damp or wet, and then you go ahead and brush your hair. But do not ever brush dry hair because that's just gonna break your hair and it's just not gonna be good. The last and final tip is to be patient. So I know it sounds crazy, like, okay, that's not an actual tip, but I promise you guys, being patient was like the #1 key for me, because after I cut my hair and I did my big chop, I was super eager for my hair to grow. But then I realized, like, you have to be patient. It will grow if you just give it the right treatment. So if you know you're showing your hair love, just be patient and let your hair do its thing. I also want to say that while you're being patient, you should also realize that everyone has different hair types, everyone has different textures, everyone has different porosities. So do not get discouraged if you see someone's hair growing faster than yours. You guys probably have the same hair growth rate, but it's just that their hair does not shrink as much as yours does. So you have to realize, like, some people have really bad shrinkage, and even though their hair could be like literally past their butt, it won't show that it's past their butt because they have so much shrinkage. So this is my wet hair. Obviously it's already having a lot of volume, which I love. So when I diffuse my hair, it will be even puffier. I will definitely show you guys the dry results, but I give you guys all my tips on how I treat my hair, how I show love to my hair, and how I grow my hair. Okay y'all, so this is the dry result. My hair is not 100% dry, of course, because you know I just blow dried it and diffused it, but throughout the day and throughout the days of this wash and go, my hair will get bigger. So yeah, overall I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys found my tips to be super easy and helpful. They were just basic easy tips. Everyone can do them. I have faith in you all. We will all have long beautiful hair. Just follow my tips, you guys. And if you guys have any other hair growth suggestions for the family, because we're all a family, just put them down in the comment section below. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Bye.